Okay, okay. Oh, I'm actually live. Whoops. Forgot about that. Oh, let's check real quick. How many subscribers? I should do a getting ready thing. Alright, we're at 239. Perfect. Make a little countdown to get myself ready. I'm not always remembering that I clicked the live button. Good thing I don't say anything stupid. We're testing out some new audio settings. Um, let's put some music going on. We gotta make sure we stick with the copyright-free music by Panda Beats. These are the people that I like to listen to on stream, and we're just gonna turn that shit down. Ooh, okay, sorry. Oh, that was loud. Let's just that volume real quick. All right. Now, if I'm talking, people should still be able to hear me and the music. I adjusted on my own, and it was blasting my ears at least. I need to fix some of my audio levels on my own side versus what people hear. So, if anybody's listening, post stream or during the stream, please let me know how the music was. We're gonna do at least a couple matches of Gravy, and then we'll do a couple matches of Kano. Ignore these matchup guides. I need to fix that. They shouldn't be there. My decks. We are on bottom dwellers matchups. They're residual from me copying 90% of someone's deck. Delete matchup. I hate these matchup guides. I match up on vibes more so than it is nice to look at them if you want them, but I don't like them. They're based off of we make best previous video on them, and I just don't like having things like that because it distracts me. Is there anybody in the match yet? Ooh, there is. Okay, we're on Ira, so they're gonna be very easily take out our things, so we want quite a few of them. We board in some extras. We bring in some extra ratios. We want the higher health things more so than the non. I like to go up to 66 into Ira, but we're gonna bring some extra stuff. We want to 67. Do I want to board anything down? Tempted to bring down one of these allies, the gold maker, since they're so easy to take care of. Like I said, 66, and we'll try 67, see how that feels. The reason I board up is because they can take care of our stuff fairly easy. And the reason I have these boots is because I don't actually own quick dodge flexors, so I'm just gonna only play with cards that I own. My hair is being weird. I took a shower, now it's trying to stand up. Let's see what the top card is, even though we're about to change it with Chart High Seas potentially. Portside Doctrine, that's a good one to be able to pitch, so we're gonna do that. And yep, unfortunately Jittery Bones goes there. Yes. And we go, oh, undo. Hero ability. We discard Humperdinck. And we play this. We reduce the cost of it. Then we play it for 3. And then we swing with for 11. Decent turn, decent turn. We could have kept, no, we couldn't have kept anything because we needed exactly that. Alright, so we got their whole hand. They get a full redraw. They can easily take care of it, but it's a decent turn to have Humperdinck out turn 1, even though it's probably just going to die the next turn by Kodachi and then a 2 cost. A 2 for 6 that they all run, but we got another Humper. More likely not going to run it. We're probably just going to send honestly, I don't know what we're going to do. If they kill this, that's them. We'll probably just play Swabby. Yeah, I'm not going to block their Kodachis. They are in mass momentum, so might have to block something. Otherwise they get masked, but they could also just threaten the mass trigger on Humper, yeah, like here, they can guarantee the second hit for 5. And then their next hit can be the hit as well to draw, which I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. Fair, that's fair. And then they can attack me next afterwards if they wanted to. Try and get a mass trigger. Couldn't really do much to block if they did. Hit, I could definitely defend it. Oh, careful, buddy, your water bottle fell over. I can block 5 and then I can't really play anything. I don't really want to. I can play Swabby, which is what I should do. Block 3 of it, undo blocks. Blade break, that's the only downside with these. Whereas I can go block here. I don't have the resources. But I blocked both of these. That's the best I can do, is save myself some life at the moment. We're gonna Arsenal Swabby because it's not that hard to play. And play for the long game. I wanted to get Humper out because it just feels good, which is technically the incorrect play because they're so easy to get rid of. We need to find a spot where we can get multiple allies. In the grave right now, it doesn't really matter. I should have seen what was on the top just to look, even though we're going to draw. So here, our turn is just going to be play Swabby. We don't have any discard, and we'll just block with our 2 blocks that we have, and Swabby with the 2 allies to get them out of our hand. Which again, they could just get rid of off 1 attack, but we just have to filter our hands at this point. If they attack me with Kadachi, I can't block with the hook because they'll be at 2 at that point if it's their second attack. And we're not going to block their second attack. There's no point when we only have 2 blocking cards here. Oh, CNC, that kind of actually helps a little bit to get rid of Swabby if we really wanted to. It's for 7 as well. We can cover 7, so we will, because we do want Swabby out. Even though they're more than likely just to kill it, we don't want these 2 allies stuck in our hand. Especially Whaler, Humperdinck. They want to get out on a different turn. And there goes our blue for the turn as well. The fuck? Alright, no, I'm just done with them. Concede. No. Yeah, they had plenty of potential to play the dagger and that. I'm gonna move on. I don't want to deal with it. That they saw that I could block it, and they're like, oh cool, what if I went this into CNC? Now you can't block it. I'm not dealing with that. That's a little scummy. You saw my blocks, you undid it, and then you're playing sorry, big stretch. You're playing a card to increase the power of your attack after seeing my blocks. That's a little scummy in my opinion, so we're moving on past that one. Oh, this is a good one. Aggro. I forgot to delete those matchups as well. They are able to take care of these, but I think they're more annoying because they don't hit allies. We do want to board up a little bit. I'm going to bring Lefay in here, and I'm going to bring some prevention. 64. I think this deck is always a board up deck. I do have the quick dodge flexors here for testing. I think one of my friends has it if I really needed it. But I'm going to keep playing with the card that I know I'm going to get from the... Well, I'm going to be buying this card. That's why I'm playing with it. I plan on getting this card. And I have somebody that I could use this. But I like this card. And I want to be using it. So here is honestly a decent hand to... let's see the top card real quick. Sawbones, okay. Good luck, have fun. And honestly, I'm just gonna take the damage. 5 with piercing, right? Yeah, so I couldn't block. I could block 6, but I really don't want to. And I'm okay with discard effects because I can get my allies in there. Yeah, we're gonna take a decent chunk though, which is unfortunate. I don't know why they have the D-react one. I think I'd rather run the armor one. Because I don't really have armor I want to block with anyways, so never mind. I just have the one. They banish a card. That is slightly different than if they banish it, we'll banish the rig. I want the look. We're gonna draw another ally, which is unfortunate. Actually, we'll just start off. Get rigor mortis in there. Because we already know there's gonna be an ally. We just get rid of it. And we'll probably draw a third one, knowing my luck. So the plan is play hard, chart the high seas. Hopefully we get a blue. And we'll play rig. And I'll play Lafay. Ooh, we have Call by the Grave. That's we'll do this first. Sigil cycles. We'll pitch Sigil. Oh, not pitch Sigil. Pitch Port. And have Sigil go to the grave. And then we can play Riggy. And I will play. Also, we'll play Lafay, and then we'll pitch. Oh, I don't get to pitch. This is an instant. I'll put +1 on target ally. Why can't I do this? That's an instant. Why can't I just have done it? That's interesting because I was going to try and pitch that, but that wasn't an option. Okay. Figured as much, and then they could don't have go again because they're trapped me, which is fine. We don't have 2 blues to swap out. Shipwrecked. I am the target. Sounds good. Doesn't have go again. They could give it go again with the that. Yep. It's kind of hard to make good blocks when you have no equipment and your hand is all allies. Yeah, that's fine. Block 3 of it. Jesus. Yeah, it just sucks having all ally hands, like heavy ally hands, and no way to filter out yet. Yeah, aggro's gonna be a rough one. They have no arsenal either, which fucking sucks. So like this command the high seas isn't gonna do anything. So I can just play cancel. Actually, let's just play dock and arsenal this. Hope for the best. Okay, we have less. We didn't get blues, which is also unfortunate. They have to buff their dagger to be able to kill our allies now with just the dagger, which is nice, and then we can also reduce it. So if it's just pumped by 1, which is not likely because most of their pumps are for 3. +3, +4. They're gonna flick knives me, so I will block with we'll block like that. This is my plan, is to honestly, do I have any allies in here? No, we can Call by the grave and play 1. Yeah, figured flick knives. Still hits anyways. Not much I can do about it. Oh, yeah, they already got rid of the mark. I could have done this to prevent the damage from flick knives, but I forgot. So we'll do that next time. What are they targeting? What are they targeting? Undid their last action. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Burning that. Okay, with 3. Sounds good. Sounds good, sounds good. Not much we do about that. Okay. And then we go like this. Get something in the grave. Honestly, I kind of want limp. We can play limp for free. 1, 2, 3, and then we can play this. We don't get to go again, which is fine, but they now have an arsenal. I gotta threaten a little bit of damage. For 7, hit, take your arsenal, make a gold. Okay, looks like they don't care about the arsenal. Oh. Cool, we got a D-react out of them. Cool. Now we just wait. Ooh, this is a nice hand. If we could get some gold going, I figured as much. Sounds good. Okay. So we're gonna do chart the high seas, and then we'll hopefully get a gold. Not marked, but this is 4 damage. No go again. Chosen me as the attack. We'll just do this here to see what the top card is. Okay, we're going to prevent 3 damage. So as if we had blocked 3. Okay, aggressive. We know there's a blue for sure. We'll get 3 resources so we can play something. And we get a chum. Sick. Yes. Let's see what the top card is now. Loot the arsenal. No, we'll go like this though to play chum. And then we'll use this instant. Put it on chum. For this turn we're gonna attack the Vast Yi for an on hit. Bop. So it goes over a D react for 5. On hit, take your arsenal, which is nice. So we're getting a little bit on hit now, and then I don't know what the top card is anymore, but we're on untap, and if we have an awkward hand, we'll start putting counters on the Fae. So we'll do every other turn. Pass. Like there's an ally that they kill chum, which is reasonable. We're gonna activate chum, discarding Quickie Shark. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna put a counter on LaFay. And then that's their action point for the turn. Okay, it saved us 6 life, which is pretty good. Alright. And then we'll take a look at the top card, see if it's worth swapping out for this guy. It is, so we swap it out. We get this, and then we go here, allowing us to play somebody from grave. Allowing us to get an on hit. I think this is the best one, as we pay for the cost, stability, and then the attack. Off just a blue, and then we get to arsenal, draw with caution. We had to play this. No, we could play that, but we'll do ability first. When this one's on hit, they disrupt their arsenal, and then we get to pay for the attack, which requires armor piece for 2 blocks. Nice, and we pass, and we'll put this in our arsenal. And then if they don't attack this, we're going to save it as our attacker for next turn. So targeting Gravy. Don't have a way to discard, so we'll see what the top card is anyways. Sparkeep, so it's blue. We do have prevent 3. We will so 1, 2. They have 2 here, so they only need 1 from hand. We'll go here, here, and I think it's +3, so that's there, a buff. But they're not likely to have 2 buffs. We'll block like that. We'll block 9. And we still have 3. Because these are all cards I don't want to get stripped out of my hand and my deck for the rest of them. So yeah. Okay, just a Nick, that's plus... Oh, Jesus. I'm not marked at least, so that's +2, +5, that's +7. Then they flick knives. Okay. We'll play this. So even if they flick knives, we're still going to prevent plenty of it. Even though limp is an okay one that if we lost it. So this is 3. No, we'll put the counter on him, and we will attack. Simple attack for 4, diversifying our bit stuff. So we preserved our life. Oh, this is an interesting hand. Okay. Nerve scalpel targeting myself. That's fine. I don't have any D reacts. It's nice that they got rid of the Mark Dagger fairly early. Oh, I spoke too soon. Now they're going to bring it back with a retrieve. Yeah, pick up sticks. Same difference. And then I am the target for the attack. That's fine. I'm going to be greedy with this hand and block that dagger. And we'll block with tip the rum. They pitched one of their buffs, so I'm gonna be greedy and just block 3. Yep, got greedy. They should only gets discarded, and they'll probably take this one. Oh, it was yellow. Oh, cool. We got banished. Oh well. Fuck off, aggro, dude. I assume they would attack Cuddy if I were them. Yeah, sounds good. Anything in the grave? I don't. That's the thing that sucks about having people with go again. So ease of access. It just tanks out your fucking. We'll just play this. We'll play this. And then we will attack for not 1, we'll attack for 3. Oh my god. Now we're getting a little low. I forget you can see. I'm glad they use it there because it's not very meaningful on hit. So if they don't clear our allies, we'll get 2 attacks here. I assume that'll just go into there, but it has to hit an ally to mark them. Hits a hero, yeah. Honestly, I would like to keep these 2, so I'll probably block with the flying high because I already have a go again enabler here. And then hopefully this is an off turn for them. I say off turn, but 2 buff, not likely. Do I need call by right now? We'll get greedy and just block 1. Hope for the best there. Stay hydrated. Agreed. Is there anything I can play off 4 resources? Or are they flicking just for me to be marked so they have +1 go again? Fuck you. Oh, that's annoying. I wish this got banned. Honestly, this is just such a frustrating card. Honestly, that. I know Cuddy's a good one, but at this point I just need to deal damage. Vasty's on the top. There's not really much worth. All 2 costs would be. Might as well. Then get Cuddy again. Or we can get Sawbones. At least that's a 6 power attack. Oh no, I don't have the resources to make it 6. But I can play it. And I didn't make a gold this turn, but take the gamble. Swing 3. It's not blocking anything anymore, so hopefully they didn't realize I didn't make a gold. Gold is huge for me. It's not greater than its base, but it does break my equipment. Interesting, they're still running an inertia trap. This is not a hand that I would like to see. Targeting myself is awesome though. Because we can block. Let's see here. I want this and that. So 5. A blue goes. We'll take 2, which is fine. And this gets to go to the grave, and then we get our resource to attack. Sick. All right, sounds good. We're really low. We're 4 flick knives away from dying, but we're establishing our board now. And we get a gold. Let's see what the top card is, see if it's worth swapping. It is a blue. And honestly, yeah, that's worth swapping. Because resources, and we get another ally in the grave. And now we can do... we activate this. And we can get 2 of these out, which is fantastic. And then we activate this. Instant. One on the counter. And then we swing for 7. And they're only down, they only have 1 dagger, so they can't just swing 1 dagger at this. And we have 2 prevention, which is pretty big. But they get to go into whatever one they want, which is +3 on a target with stealth when it's a hero badge arsenal. I don't have an arsenal, but it does give a bonus to attack. So if we draw an ally heavy hand, we just die. Because that, I assume targeting myself, yeah. That would have been nice to have. Alright, we go to blocks. I block 3, I block 4. I say pass. And they buff it. And I say no thank you. But fucking, what is this? And block 2. But they got +3 on here, and then plus whatever the fuck they have over here, which is that. But I just die anyways. So I have an ally hand. Yeah, just the extra buffs and the go wide is a little rough. So we'll click create a game, play another one. And then let's see. Oh, I like going first so we can try and get an ally. I think I'm breaking my first gold too early just for ally in the grave. Against Azalea, I'm going to bring in the D-React, the prevention to get around dominate. I don't think they really want to hit our allies, which is a good thing, so we'll bring in that. Something that I might want to board down. Honestly, red jittery bones I'm not feeling in the matchup right now. I think I just want to try and establish a board. And I don't think they're going to hit our board, so I'm going to stay at 62 here. And again, I'm still going to pre-playing with this. Alright, so we have that. Like I said, I'm trying not to break the first gold. So we'll just send um, blue jitter breaking the limpet. So we have that, and then we'll have a blue going into grave. Since we get this back, I'm just gonna look. So we have that on top. We could have broken that. That is all hindsight. We can still send it by breaking the gold, but I don't really want to. We will break the chain here. So we can play limp. And we can use our chest piece as our resource because I want to hold on to both of these. And then we'll send limp for 2. Yeah, they get to filter their hand a little bit, which I shouldn't have attacked for this too, but I needed to play this to get limpet in there. I'm hoping just for chip and they like, no. Ooh, Kodak. That's pretty big for me. Well, yes, close comp chain, and we'll arsenal. You don't have to play all your cards. I probably shouldn't have attacked here because they got fixed their hand. I now have a good discard for whatever we have on top. I really would like to play this. So depending on what they have, it won't be that big of a deal about blocking in quotations, because we're probably going to send command into something else. Let's see what the top card is if we're swapping. It is Cuddy Shark. I don't know how I feel about that. But getting Will in the grave is pretty nice. Rabble. Definitely don't care about Rabble targeting that. Oh, I can't care about it because it's starting something. Damn, okay, well there's all their codexes. We know one's being pitched, one's been in the grave, and one's on top. If I needed a resource for anything, I have it available. So my plan is tempted. It's basically call grave and to command the high seas. Swapping out Whaler as well for whatever the top card is. I'm probably gonna grab a. I'm intrigued. A lot more people probably playing some more go against. Like I saw a Jarl play Scar for a Scar. Honestly, we'll probably just take 6, let them reload, because we're gonna try and take their arsenal as they don't have a lot of good block. They have literally nothing they want to block with, so we're gonna attempt to take their arsenal and play. We'll see what we get. We're gonna play Call the Grave for sure. Not sure what I'm grabbing yet. Should have held on to this. Ooh. Oh, they already knew it was Codex. What are they gonna hit me with? Or are they just loading up for next turn? And give me a frailty, which is big. It drops this down back to 7, which is still a big block. Ravenous, really? You're that greedy? Okay. Maybe more so just to see what the top card is. I would have saved that Rabble for an ally that I'm going to play. But this is learning phase for everybody. So we want something with a little bit beefier health. But we can pay for at least, honestly, we get 1 from here. We'll have 2 floating. We'll have 4. So we can get something big. We can pay for 4 plus. A lot of health. Probably Chum. Chum seems like a good one. And then we can play Command the High Sea. We don't quite get this in the grave like I could have wanted, but this still requires a 3-card block, unless they want to give up Skull Crap. Yo, Yudo, what's up? Yeah, just trying out Chum. He's going to be my second blue-based deck other than Kano. And I'm just chilling, playing, doing a little stream before I go to work. Which is, I gotta leave at 1:15, so we'll probably end the stream in about 12:45 my time, and it's 11:19, so we still got an hour and some change. You know Willie B? What is Willie B a good Azalea player? I don't know Willie B. I don't know many other good players in regards to other heroes outside the wizard class at the moment. He had an interesting line. He took a. I thought it was greedy. His turn was Rabble into Bolt and Shot, swapped out a card from their arsenal, reload on arsenal, because they knew Codex was on top, played Codex, got Rabble, and then shot the Rabble again with no allies on board. They just stopped me for it again, whereas I thought you might want to keep Rabble for when an ally's on board. But I don't know. I don't play Azalea. One of the best ones in the world. He is the card guy's Azalea play. Okay, well, I will retract my statement. If he knows his hero, he knows his hero. He's probably played against multiple whatchamacallit, I can't think of it. Prisms, where they have allies and you would want to attack them. But they also have ward usually. I don't know. Well, it's good to know that I'm playing someone that's good at the class, so I could find out, because essentially, well, I'm just gonna activate that. Get which one do I want? Who do I already have? I have nobody in there at the moment. I'll take Cuddy then. Cuddy's a good one. He can buff himself. My girlfriend's brother, which is we play together, he has been a Azalea player for as long as I've played the game. So it's good to know that I will have good practice into it when it hits lane. Another downside about playing Gravy is that everybody's on hits just hit, unless it says a player. What is my top card? I will say I waited until a different Morlafay. Okay, we get to swap out this resolution. Harpoon. The next arrow attack this turn gets +3 when it hits a hero. Tap them and all allies they control. Well, I don't have an ally at the moment. Endless arrow. I'm gonna get tapped anyways, so let's just do this. Put that in there. For 4. I can block 4. Oh, it's for 7. 5. 6. I can block 6. Or I could just not block. It's nice having more than 30 health to begin with. My turn would then be a Vast Yi into Cuddy, buffing itself. It has Go again, and then play more Lafay, buffing. So that would be that. This would be costs. So yeah, I can't block it. Yep, that's fine. I'm already tapped. I have no allies. How'd they draw cards? Oh no, they didn't draw cards. Endless arrow went back to their hand. A stupid. Alright, so let's do the play I said. We play Avasti. We play Cuddy. We're gonna pitch here. And then we're going to buff itself. Don't want to keep call by. Yes, I'd like to keep call by. Just swing for 3. Not a big play. And then we'll play our other ally. I think this one's underlooked. I have a video coming out on my first initial thoughts on Gravy Bones. Unfortunately, there's somebody that's more popular than me that made a video about Gravy Bones, that being we make best, and they are a better player than me. So my views will be down, but I still think it's informational because I've been playing this a decent amount. I say decent amount. I'll say like 1 to 2 games a day on Talishar. Oh, they give me a gold. I feel accomplished. I should have swaggered them. No, because I didn't make a gold yet. We do this, and then we pass the turn. So I don't know if that's a coding thing, but why don't I get the ability to use my instant? Like, yeah, I have no action points, but this is an instant. It's hard passing my turn. If anybody's familiar with Talishar coding or not, I feel like I should still have a priority window, even though I have no action points. But Talishar is ending my turn because I have no action points, but I have an instant, which is still playable, as you hear is highlighted green. Cool. So we have prevention. We don't know how much yet. I could look at the top card. Which we might, but this also just reveals it. So I will just wait to use this if they have dominate, which they currently don't. I spoke to a suit. They left a card. It's remorseless. That's a good one. So we will be blocking. Do I need? I don't need the gold, so we'll block here. I like the rum more. We'll use this, and I can't. Let's see what the top card is actually, because I could probably potentially swap. Ooh, yes, I would love to swap that for. Because first off, it's a red, and second off, it's a D-react. Like I said, I care about the rum more, and I'm getting rid of the ally off this. So we will play this now, and so that way we just know. Okay, we're getting Prevention 3, which blocks that. And then our only block card, right? Okay, alright, that's enough. That's enough slices. That's enough slices. I only block with one card from hand, so it'll be this one. And that's 14. We have 3 block. We only lose a life per action, which is fine, but all our allies are going to be tapped, which is unfortunate, so we will just buff up Morlaix. Oh, nope, not like that. Yes, we'll pass. I will play a D-react. So you can destroy sucks, but we can just play all of our cards anyways. So we're blocking 10. And all our allies get tapped, right? Tap them and all allies they control. Oh. Put a counter on the Fae. And then pass. And we'll lose 1 life. Well, I guess I didn't need to pitch this card. I could have used Dead Threads. And a stupid again. But we can lose a life here. I'm just glad they didn't have the other bow that prevented me from playing from Arsenal. I'm gonna get kind of greedy with it. I can only play a 1 cost, so I'm gonna get Cuddy in there so that we have all our Cuddies. Take some life. And then I can't attack because it costs a resource. But next turn we can have a buffed up attack. So we have a gold, which is nice. So we can do sea legs. Ugh. Well, I might just have to block with it because it's a 3 block in our leg pieces here. I really want to use this though. Give an attack a go again. We have a decent amount of go agains with rums and stuff. But again, earlier in the stream I said I don't own quick dodge fluxers, so I don't really want to use them. Technically, I don't own this card yet either, or this one. But I will be buying this one, and I bought the armory deck, so I know I'll have that one. Inertia, cool, we don't usually have a hand anyways. But it would have been nice to have one. Okay. That's enough slices. That's enough slices. How's this one? Puts a card from hand in Arsenal. Okay. Played that one, because that's playable from the Arsenal. Let's see what the top card is. It is a blue, so nice. We'll play this, prevent 3. And then we'll discard this because it doesn't block. And we'll see what it's targeting myself. Oh, it's dominated. Sick. Inertia, blood rot. We can pay for the blood rot. But that I'd rather keep that at the moment. Alright, that's all we got. Ouchie. Dominates a bitch. Excuse me, don't know if you heard the burp or not. If anybody's in there, let me know if the music is too loud or too quiet. Because I am genuinely curious. I have 2 blood rots. Oh yeah, from blood rot. There. Okay. Alright, well, the best I can do is ability. Switch flying high. Ability. Then swing for 5 is the best I got going on, and pay for one of the blood rots. Yeah, Azalea just doesn't give a shit. I don't really have hands that can block that well, especially if they hit dominate. Okay, thank you, YouTube, for sending me an email 45 minutes after I'm live. Tell me that I'm live. Yeah, we'll do one. Alright, this is a hand that we can use to block unless we have dominate. Then we can only block with one card, which is sufficient enough, I'd say. And we can play flying high and then play this, sending an attack still for 7. Endless arrow. They're just gonna keep beating me up with the endless arrow, aren't they? Damn, not much I can do about that, which is reasonable. They could give it go again. Yep, that's unreasonable. Big sad. Alright, let's see how our turn goes. So they still have another attack. Depending who they attack is where I'll put the counter. If they're attacking Buffet, obviously I'll put it here. And depending how our hand goes is where we'll send attacks, loading. Bread Ledger, that's nice. I decided they don't need it. So they have another card. That's frustrating. It's not buffed currently, but knowing Azalea, they have at least 2 buffs here. It's not dominated either, but again, it's Azalea. So my plan is, if we keep an ally, there's the buff. We don't want that to hit if we can help it. Okay, that I was the target, sounds good. For 7. Yeah, we'll play for next turn. I'll block here, keep the sigil, and then we'll block an additional 6 here, putting us at 8. Ugh, I said fuck you. Eight on your 9. Azalea, why? I will be happy when she's gone. Targeting myself. We will use this resource. Put a counter on here. I'll just be taking 6. Yeah, we're dead next turn. Ability. Get some chip in while we can. Yeah, there's not much you can do about dominate, especially when your hands are getting stripped with whatchamacallit, on hits. Like, I would love to have had my D-React in Arsenal so I could block with additional cards if it was dominated. This hand is kind of Starbow. I don't have any way to fix it at the current moment. With no gold. I assume that's into Buffet? No, into 4. Ah, they got it. Big sad. Can't do anything to prevent that. I think it's GG here. Good game. They don't even need anything else from here. They just need a dominated attack. Death Dealer. Oof. Yeah. Endless arrow just keeps hitting, doesn't it? Just keeps hitting. Place the tension. Well, at least it's not dominated. Right? Yeah. Active on hit, you say? Yeah, I will just not block the game. Yeah. They have the rain razors anyways. Yeah. It's a little rough. We didn't get our D-Rex into Arsenal. Not that mattered, they went over them each time. But it's the principle of having nicer hands. So, Azalea that's running Rabble is going to be frustrating because that's just a good ally dealer. Anybody, I think, if Gravy picks up in popularity, people are going to start running more cards like Rabble, Scar for a Scar, Life for a Life. They get the go against and eat your allies, which is going to be frustrating. So let's play another one. But that comes with the territory. It's like playing Kano, and they're playing Oasis Respite, the new card that's coming out. That hoses all your buffs. Aggro. I keep forgetting to delete these. Into aggro. Oh, okay. Well, I think honestly I might need to. Oh, they're back. Capybara. Let's see. Good luck. Have fun. We want meaningful hits. We don't care about the D-reacts. I think we just board 60. Yes, they can clear a board efficiently, but I'm gonna try a different strategy here. We're still at 62. I'm gonna try something. Let's go up to 65. We'll bring the D-Rex. They have some chunky ones. Hit submit. We're gonna try something else. Okay, and they just gonna pass. If they do, that's sick, because then I can do shenanigans. That'd be nice. Oh, they didn't. It was off the top. It was as an instant. Okay. We got Cuddy off the top, so we can go. Yeah, we can go like this, destroying the top. In my video, I said we want to try and get some playable allies as often as possible. So we're gonna swing for. I don't think they'll block it. I am going to play Loot, and then I'm going to play Cuddy. I will buff it, attack. Then we'll play Sigil Cycles. Yeah, we need to make them block. No, we don't get to play. Let's see here. Getting the on hit is pretty important. So we will pitch to ability on Sawbones, because I would like to have Sigil played, and then attack. So we have our blue going to the grave for next turn. That way we don't have to play anything. Yep. Okay. We got their arsenal protection gone now with Crown, and we took the first point of armor on Technical Heart, which is pretty big because it's one of their most important not blockers, but armor pieces. Not like we could blow it up or anything, but I think it's an important card. So cool. We get another ally in the grave. Boom grenade. Honestly, if they're not attacking us, if they are attacking us, I think that is 100% fine. Throttle is an annoying one to see because it is at their one of their biggest attacks. So we're taking 6. There's probably a boom grenade off the top. That's fine because my plan is just to have Sigil Cycles here, a Vast Key with Swabby, making it bigger here. No boom grenade. That's good to see. No boom grenade. Zipper hit. I would target Cuddy if I were them. Yeah, that's reasonable. So we don't get to use Cuddy's ability. And we're not going to do Compass until after Sigil is done because the hop card will be changing. I assume they're going to get like a crank weapon, crank thing. If not, then we could set it for the next turn, which I would get. How we're gonna set up? I would just get a boom grenade and not crank it, unless you wanted to shoot weapon. But I would save shoot weapon for allies, because it's a pretty big thing. But yeah. Oh no, they're getting down, and they didn't crank it, which is probably appropriate. Yep. Like I said, we're gonna save compass for our turn. A lot of people like to do it on their own turn, but I like to say save it for seeing what the next card is, especially when you have things like Jittery Bones. You want to see the top card. That's Chertai C. We already had a blue card enter, so we can give our next attack a go again. We're gonna play Swabby here. We're gonna give our next attack go again. Do we need that, or can we just send Swabby for 7? I kind of want to have 2 attacks, but unfortunately I'll get rid of like all of our blues. I can send 7 Arsenal, this charts on top, so I could swap a blue for chart, try and find some more stuff. I'm gonna do that honestly. And we will pitch here. If we need to go again, I like that better. And we're trying to get some port side. Yeah, we'll save port side. So we got the resources now to send Swabby and keep our cards. We didn't make a gold this turn, so I don't want to gold baited hook. We'll just send Swabby, and we will Arsenal Jittery Bones. 7 is still a decent attack. That's what they sent essentially. They sent 10, but for us 7's a good turn. All right, then we'll pass. I was trying to get a gold so I could bait. But yeah, we'll go Jittery. Go again or gold. We'll see whether or not they take out Swabby. I think they will. I think I might save. Because we get to draw off this, then we get a gold, which is big, so I might save this. We'll see how their attacks are, because that also depends on if we're blocking anything. We do have a 5 health lead, so we can afford a little bit of wiggle room in regards to this. Hurting us for 4. I have no complaints there. And we'll save compass for our own turn, because we're going to be drawing. I assume they get a crank item. Yep. Cranking that hog. And they get to draw off that and this. Alright, cool. We're still on their channel. I wanted to make sure we were playing copyright-free music. And get to go again. They boosted once. So we reveal 1 card. Reveal our ally. And we'll take 4. I think we're going to have a big turn. Oh, lordy. Ooh, that's a big one to see. 0 to 68 targeting Swabby. No, still targeting us. I think a race is more important, which is probably the way I'm blocking is. Because I just don't block. I'm getting greedy with my hand. I have to block that, otherwise they can just race me. But I'm not going to. I'll go down to 8. It's not. I should have just blocked. Oh shit! They have more action points. Oh, I don't know why they cranked that. Flying high. Okay, we get another blue out of this. And we get to play Chum. So we get a resource here. Make Chum. Play this. Swing this. On hit, make a gold. They said, I don't give a shit. attack for 4. Yeah. So like you're at 8, I don't care, but we have chum, so we can potentially save some life. 6 we got there. Can't do anything about that at the moment, so we'll see what the top card is. We see it's Tritices. I will activate this so we can get Sawbones and Grave, because I can't block with Sawbones. Okay, and then we will block efficiently here with those. Then we can, on reactions, we'll ask you to come attack Chum. With the rest of your turn. So that gives us a little bit of leeway. We do have 2 allies that we can play. Ooh, Reboot is kind of frustrating because they can get Throttle now and just kill with 1 attack and continue to try and hit us. So we might have to block with our equipment this turn. They did take a big chunk. They took 11 from us last turn. Goliath Gauntlet? Okay, even better, you do know you're just attacking Chum, right? Okay, which is fine. Chum for 7. They still have the Reboot to send Throttle. I don't know why they... I would have just gone Throttle, and I would have killed it there. Oh, there's a Throttle for me. 6, our turn. Is definitely blocked here. Our turn is definitely this into an ally and swing. Oh, that doesn't have any equipment. What the fuck? Oh, equipment's defending this combat chain. I didn't even know. Undo blocks. Okay. I think we just block 6 and then send 4. A pistol. Yeah, that's a good card. I didn't know that. I've never seen that Scramble Pulse. That's a good one. That's a good finisher to have. Those all disappear next turn. We'll just send 4. Asking for a block. Yeah, we'll destroy the top card. Hey, oh, we got go again. Not much we can do with it, but we got it. Oh, they're gonna get an extra. Oh, that's a non-block, so they're gonna get an extra block. What are they grabbing? I'd grab Throttle. That's your biggest attack. Scramble. Oh, just for our armor. That's also another good one. It's also still 5. Yeah, close the combat chain. I don't have enough resources to attack. Alright, so we got at least a D-react. But it's not the best one. Do we have an ally? Nice. So, equipment have -1/1 blocking this combat chain. That's fine. We will honestly pop that out. And we will block pass. Block 6 here. So 2 cards 6, but we're establishing more cards in the grave in the turn. That chance that we get an off turn. Doesn't look like we're getting an off turn. Just hope the last attack isn't too big. They'd have to pitch. Yeah, say pin me for 2, which I can't block because my equipment doesn't block. So it's not a bad turn. Not a bad turn for them. Nothing we can do. They now have a 5-card hand, and I have 2 allies in hand, so we say GG. Yeah, aggro decks are rough, especially when you're getting some ally hands. I was hoping for them to have some off turns. If they grab, I'm just gonna see. Oh, they had 2. Yeah, that's bonkers. And I can only block 6. So they send 5, I block 3, I'm at 3. I take 2, and then I have this, I can send 7. But yeah, rough one. Brave Bones is a little rough against aggro. Is there anything we can do about the list? Delete more matchups. Delete matchup, yes. Now we're not doing the best. Granted, people are playing into us. Let's see here. I kind of want a little bit more D-Reacts. And we'll take out... Morlefay is doing good. I think Sigils of Cycles will probably come out. It's not quite doing what I want. And we have plenty of effects. So we'll go stick those in the maybe. And we'll stick 2... these are working now, so I can get more equipment. Honestly, I want to play with this, and I want 2 more D-Rex in the inventory. Because this gives me at least, when this defends me, discard a card or destroy the top card. If it has Water Grave, get +2. Which is a little bit more than this, because there's some matchups I don't want to activate this. But at least with water, we can get some more Watery Grave. That's why Sigil Cycles can come out. Discard draw card. I don't know how good that will be. Mage Masters, honestly, sounds pretty good. And like I said, I don't have Quick Lodge Dexters. I don't have this card, so we'll just remove it. Can't play with it. I might drop down to 2 limps to get it shore up some matchups. But I think this is good for defensive, which I'm trying to go for more mid-range. Speaking of which, if I'm going more mid-range, honestly, I should drop one of these. Those are still good, and we'll put this into the inventory for slower matchups. So that way I can at least destroy this and get some attacks off. We'll go double Amulet in the deck and board in 7. Honestly, I think I'll put this in the inventory. I don't want to dink every time. 2 of these I like. Don't want. We're at 31 blues. Yeah, we don't want to mess with our blue ratio too much. I think we need to be at least 30. Let's try this out. Play another match here. I did say I want to try some gravy or some Kano in a little bit, but I've played so much Kano. Let's try out the new equipment. I think they're honestly slow enough that we can bring in the limps. They do have plenty of go again, but when I pair that with rig, and now I have to bring in blues for ratios, and I can cut a card. Since I'm bringing in a bunch of allies, I also want to cut some allies if I get the chance. The 1 for 3, 0 for 3s. Can't cut this one because they're drawing a lot. I think I'll probably cut one. Oh no, we're at 60, so we have to go up a card. But I don't want that many allies, which is frustrating. So I didn't bring enough sideboard cards. So bring 2 sinks. I'm trying to play mid-range. Oh, sorry. Good luck. Have fun. Let's play a lean 60. But it's going to be a value 60. Like here is a hand that I can't block with efficiently. So I will see what the top card is as soon as I get priority. Oh, they're passing the turn. Okay. So now I can see what the top card is. Tip the barkeep. That's a pretty good one to see. I know I am gonna be aggressive. I've been aggressive with this first gold, but the way that our cards have been showing up, I want the 6 power honestly. And we'll play tip the barkeep. We will play rig. And do I attack or play hold on the chum? And we'll attack. Get some aggression in there, and then we'll put barkeep in the arsenal and hold on to chum. So that way, if we wanted to use our arms, we can get Chum in the grave that way. I'm really excited for the armory equipment. That's huge to see one of those down. I want to play this deck mid-range, if that makes sense. I want to have good blocking values and still have some decent turns, create some cogs, create a cog, and then crank it, and I assume you crank poly? No? Starting that, that's good. You don't want me to take poly, that's a good answer. Alright. We don't have any gold at the moment, and I can make rum. We can play our allies from our hand. Well, I can only play one rum at a time. We have no other things in the grave at the moment. I will look at the top card since we get to read C. Not that we're going to be able to play anything from it. Caution of the Wind, that's a good defensive card. We won't be able to arsenal it. We'll crack a rum. We're going to get 2 allies on board. And these are 2 good allies to pair together. Since we had none in the grave at the moment. Okay. No watery grave, no gold. Let's see how they take their actions. If they take any game action other than... I don't have a water grave, so I can't even activate Chum, so they're just free to attack whatever they want. We won't be activating Compass because we have Throw Caution when if they end up attacking us to see what the top card is, and we're going to be changing it with Chart, hopefully seeing some allies. Yeah, I'm liking the art on this card. I'm upset that there aren't just Necromancer cards. Skimmer, I assume I'm giving it go again. That's for 4, go again. Can't do anything about that. I'm just guessing it's a go again. I can see Puffin being really good. If they can find the synergy ratios between attacks like Sky Skimmer, which is going to be a key card in the deck, and Cog Creation. I think there might be a... whatchamacallit? The other gun build. I would love to see the other gun build. I like it. And this one, on hit, untap Cog. Let's see what the top card is, if it's worth playing a second one of these. Alright, it's blue. I was just curious. So we blocked 3. Honestly, I don't have Water Grave, otherwise I'd block there. I don't really want to block any other cards because I kind of want to have this in my arsenal for next turn. We know we're going to have a blue, which we can't do a whole lot with, other than remove it from the top of our deck. With Chart High Seas, they get their thing, and they can... ooh, it's an on hit, and then you can give it go again before resolution. Nice, that's cool, that's cool. Nice. This one is... they already have a tap, so it's just 6, I assume, targeting Chum. Reasonable. So my turn is probably just play Chart into Barkeep, depending on what we get off the second card on Chart, and then arsenaling this. So we go Chart. We already know the top card is blue, so we'll be able to pitch that one. Oh, and we get Cuddy. Yes, we would like to pitch that. We will play... now we can see what the top card is after this if we want to swap it for something else. Command the High Seas. Do we want to swap that to swing? Dropping out on Give No Quarter. Yes, I do. We're being a little greedy with our gold. I don't need Give No Quarter because this is only costing me 1. And we'll get that resource here. Bop. Send that. I think this is a warranted greed because we're going to swing 8. Be able to play Cuddy. Play Rum. Nice, that's a good... we get their whole hand, which is huge. No. Okay. And then we get attack for Cuddy after this. Break the chain. Honestly, I'll save the Rum for next turn to be able to have a blue for grave purposes. We will use our resource to get the buff, ability, and then attack. Attacking for 4. Then we'll have our blue for next turn. So they're gonna have an off turn, which the blue is 100% needed here. Ooh, that's annoying. And they keep getting us. They can't. They keep getting us. And we'll need the rum to get 2 allies out. We'll play rum. And we will play... So this is 4. I have 3, 4, 5. I have 5 resources. So I could play this and one other. Yeah, I think I'd rather have Cuddy. We get 2 allies. We draw. We can block out. It's unfortunate that we're getting our triple ally hands. Okay, so we can activate Chum if we want to. They have no cogs currently. Go again, I assume. Do we want them to attack Chum next? No, I want to be able to play port side, getting this. That's my plan, at least. If they attack Chum, then yeah, I still won't do this because they're attacking Chum anyways, and I have port side for it. High tide. Cool. Gets +2. That's perfect. Saving us 7 life there. And then we'll compass on our turn after port side to see if we can swing this as well. So we're going to discard. We're going to get a gold. And then we'll see what the top card is. Underdog, sick. Alright, we'll play limp. We'll play this. And then we'll play jittery. Hitting the top card. For go again. 2 go again, and then we'll have 2 go again with an on hit. And then we have rum for next turn. We'll see what they block with. If they don't block, I'm tempted to play Anka. Get a second ally out with some health. And it's a relevant ability too, because if it turns off their hero ability essentially, it doesn't turn it off, it just prevents them from blocking efficiently. I would have destroyed cog. No, this makes the gold. This defends me destroying item control if it was golden cog. So this turns a gold into a golden cog. So you could cycle this way. Honestly, getting 2 allies out is huge, especially one with a relevant ability. I would like to have Lord of Niceman tip barkeep, but establishing a board again, they could clear it efficiently, but yeah, we're doing that for sure. Because we're getting attacked and we get another thing in the grave. Water grave card. And we'll probably send another one down as well. Depending on what the top card is. Chart the High Seas. I would love to swap that for a Morla. And we can chart. Flying High and Port Side. We'll pitch Port Side. We don't need Flying High at the moment. I am definitely going to 100% be playing Morla Fey, activating its ability. Instant. We'll put a counter on our ally. This has go again, so we can play this. Then we'll establish Sawbones as well. Keeping Flying High in Arsenal, and this is a discard outlet for anything that pops up. For this, Water Grave is better in our hand than it is in Arsenal. And breaking the chain. So since they blocked, they have less cards to attack with, meaning I can play this, ending the turn, putting this in our arsenal, giving our next attack to go again, which is big. Go again, that is fine. Can I activate it in damage step? That'd be sick. Reactions, no. Cannot activate it in damage step because it's already been dealt damage. It dies. Big sad. We'll see how the turn goes. If they are targeting LaFay, I will put a counter on it. If they target that, I will put a counter on it at the end of my turn. Okay, well, we get gold for its cost. So that's 0, which is unfortunate. But we will put a counter here. They do have go again, so they can attack it with the Spitfire. If they want to, but I might as well. Fog Crank, and then I would send Polly? No, okay. Well, we tried. Let's see what the top card is. Avasti is the top card. No gold, no allies. Unfortunate. That's a good card. Midas Touch on our 0 cost ones. This gives us go again. Here, and then we'll swing, just swing high. We have blue card going to grave, will be flying high. Could give this go again, and then play amulet afterwards. Nice, yeah. Or go again. Play water grave card, which is our resources. So if we have a hand that we have to block out, we'll be able to at least play an ally or something. Because it'll be a blue going to grave and getting an ally. But right now, since they're cleaning our allies fairly efficiently, let's refresh. We're going to start sending some more attacks. Attack actions. And wait until we get 2 to 3 more allies in the grave. Or if they have an off turn. When this defends, you may destroy an item control. If you do, create a golden cog. They refresh their cog. Nice. And then we will break the chain. Flying high. We get go again. Send 6. 6 go again. And then play our amulet. I think, yeah, right now we need to get 4 allies in our grade. Get a good turn, a good rum turn. Enable chat. Why? They have enabled chat. They are asking us something. I passed. Okay, I don't know why they enabled chat. All they said was, no problem, all good. Interesting. Okay, cool. They refresh their gold, and then we break the chain. And we play our amulet. And we go full screen again. We pass. This is something they can't get rid of without an item ceiling. They're very aggressive. We don't have a gold. Discard this. I do have a card with Watery Grave. I can block here. And then you may discard a card or destroy the top card of your deck. If it has Watery Grave, this gets +2. I would like to discard a Watery Grave card. Alright, cool. Good value, good value. And we're not going to check the top card because we're going to be Watery Graving. Watery Grave. And then I want Limp is too easy. Honestly, they're all a little easy to take care of at the moment, but we'll get Onk. We're not going to establish any at the moment. I am simply just going to send 6. Like I said, we're going to lean a little bit into the attacks. We do have some allies to play, but this is not the turn for it. Because like I said, we have 2 resources here that allows us to play Unk for sure. And then I'm going to try and establish a rum so we can get 2 allies for sure. We can even go 3 wide if we have a rum and resources to play all of them. That's what we're looking for. So right now we're just going to be on a blocking plan since they seem to be a little bit slower build. I was thinking they're going to be a little bit more aggressive. They do have E-strikes, but they are on the cog value. And I want to make them have to attack us. Or they're just going to defend. Interesting. Once defends, I would destroy the gold, make a cog. Oh, that's an action. They can't do it in an instant. Sorry, I'm just used to my ability being an instant. Everybody else is right, nice. I'm used to mine. Everybody having an instant ability. I'm blocking 7. Oh, they drew a card. I'm like, how do we block 2 and have 3 cards in hand? Okay. I get a free look anyways, so instant ability stuff, doing instant ability stuff. We get Rigor Mortis. I don't want to really be drawing allies. I want to be discarding allies. So here's our rum. I'm going to send Sink below. Oh, they're playing rum. Give me the gold. So I don't even really want to sink here. I do want to play the rum. Honestly, I do want to sink this. We'll see if we want to sink. We'll see what the top card is since we don't have a gold. Don't really care about that. We'll just take the 2. This is a turn where we will have a rum, but it's also a turn I still don't want to play out. I don't think I have enough resources here. Yeah, we still don't have enough. I would like to get... I play Rigor Mortis, but they're just going to kill it. So we're going to pass turn. We're going to put this Sink below in our arsenal to potentially swap out some other things. So we have a bunch of blues, which is nice. I'm looking for something else. So we'll put this in the grave. Yeah, we got Sink below, and I will see what the top card is. See if it's worth swapping the rig, which I probably will anyways. I want a good turn. Yeah, we're gonna send Sink anyways, so we'll sink this. Oh, sorry, pass. And then do we block with 1 card? Because this is 4, we'll block 7. We'll keep that. Block there, pass, sink the Rigor Mortis for the Ankh. They don't get no gold. We're just trying to play some value here. See what else they got going on. Create some more cogs. Crank again. They're very patient with their poly. Ooh, and put 2 counters on cogs. They stay around for next turn. So we might have to just block. We don't have to block, but I really do want to block. I don't want to arsenal Ankh though, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, we'll block 6. We're trying to preserve life. We don't have anything going on anyways. We're just playing out our turn here. Not playing out our turn, but waiting out. Pass. So we got resources. We got rum. Sawbones. Okay. We have more water grave cards. So this might be... Oh, we're playing this for sure to see what the top card is, but they're giving go again. They have 2 cogs. Alright, let's see what the top card is. Alright, we have another ally. So we're blocking 2. I can't block anything else because I'm playing the rest of this hand out, or pitching it. But here might be our turn where we play a few allies. I wish we had more rum overpowered. Yeah, there's not much I can do about this. Yeah, they steal an item, which will be the rum, I assume. I can't block it out without losing my 2 equipment. Steal all items. Steal that many. Okay, I have to concede at that point. Oh, probs, GG. Because I thought it was just a item. It is damage. Oh, I gotta block 3, 4, 5. And they could have buffed it and stole both of our items anyways, but this, draw a card, we get limp. But here we have to play out our hand. Do this. That's frustrating that they stole our cards because that was going to be my big rum turn. Undo. Play this one from no, play, yeah, get that one to the grave. See, this one wants me to do the instant even though I have no action point. Who the top card is. Do we want to draw it or do we want to throw it in the grave? Ah, that's one we want to draw. Alright. How do you get that away? There we go. So this is a good hand if we are able to keep it. And we won't use compass because we're going to see what the top card is with this. Or we can compass, see if we want to trade it. But we have blocking cards. Equal to its cost. So we get 2 gold. We'll activate this ability. Now let's see what the top card is. The red. I would probably want to swap that for one of these blues. Alright. I don't have any water grave cards to discard to this. Rum. They have no cogs currently. That's fine. Clearing our allies. Figured as much. They had to use the rum to do it, which is big. Requires an equipment slot. That fucking sucks. Yeah, that's what I get for running a bunch of blade break equipment. 6. Do I want to be greedy? Yes, I'm going to be greedy. Does it pay off usually? No. But that is fine. Okay, okay. Resolution. We will discard this because we're not playing any allies at the moment. Might be. We'll see. Yes. We will now play an ally. We're gonna have an ally's turn here. We'll pitch this. Get go again. Play Onk. And obviously we'll let's break the chain real quick. We have 2 resources. Let's draw a card. I still have a blue. We got Cuddy. Oh, cancel. Attack you for 2. Now we'll play Unka, breaking the chain again. Get this out of our hand. Alright. We got something to prevent drawing, but I think they'll just take these both out. Create 2 cogs. We're getting a decent back and forth, honestly. Better than I thought it was going to be. Here they get the draw. They have finally committed poly. They're like, my hand has no attacks. I need to draw. Yeah, finding the in-between between. So when this sits on top all cogs you control. Targeting myself. Their cogs are all untapped. But they can give it go again. We'll block 8. They only have 2 cogs. They can just give it go again. Which is unfortunate. I should have activated that earlier. Well, in response to them playing cards, I should have prevented the draw. Stupid. I have 13 cards left in the deck. I don't have much going for me. I think I just need to keep siding up. Because the way this deck looks, yeah. Buddy, can you please keep your fingers out of your mouth? Thank you. Yeah, this thing and the on-hit theft. Nah. Yeah, I didn't think about breaking them. But yeah, that's an interesting one. I think anybody that has good, efficient go and clearing is going to be difficult to deal with. So in that case, you might kind of... Honestly, I don't really like these jittery bones as much as I did. I don't like E-Strike as well because it puts cards at the bottom. Same with Sync Blows kind of being annoying. Like where Sigil Cycles, it's very difficult to find a good build at the moment as I'm not a great deck builder or player. I think my mistake was cutting out these because I can get more gold in that matchup. I think I needed to board in the D-Reacts, but they're attacking our allies. That's the thing about D-Reacts. Because if they're attacking your allies, they can't block, but if you just wait it out, not play any allies, use your D-Reacts. That's an interesting one. Alright, since I gotta get ready in about 40 minutes, we'll play a Kano match here. We're gonna have the Kano Discord if anything interesting. Yeah, we'll play one Kano match, and then I need to get lunch and ready for work. Panda Beats. Alright, cool. Good. Make sure we're staying on Panda Beats. It's all them. Alright, cool. Big chillin', big chillin'. Except I would like to go first because I like going first. I like going Ira or Draconics. I like dropping the red floodgates to add in 2 Infernos, 3 players with this current list. This is what I like to do. Turn that off. We will just send... They're on Spell Void, and they can get it back. So that is an easy... Send this flare. This is why we bring Flare against the Draconic heroes. Even though they do have this Spell Void dagger, they are neglecting my potential overpush. Lessons in Lava is a good one to see. Now I just dealt 6 to them. On my turn, honestly, I just want to find Wildfire, but do I want to be greedy and not find Wildfire? I would like to chip them. Do I have time to chip? These are the questions. We'll find Wildfire, just so that we have it. They don't have that much arsenal disruption. This is a shite hand. Oaken Old. We will not block Oaken Old. I'm greedy. Now I'll block the second attack. Or third one, depends on what it is. But I didn't want to use 2 cards just to block. I hope they send Dagger sick, because they can't flick it. So I can block it. Still have 3 more cards. Yes, they still have 3 more cards, but... Oh, that's a big one to discard. I'll block this Inferno. I was hoping for some blues, honestly. I'll be able to do some stuff on my own turn with Sonic Boom. Yeah, they can flick here, but I'm still going to block the damage anyways to revive their on hit, but they don't get this. What do I call it? It says 2, but I blocked here, and I blocked. So this is resetting. This is 1. Daggers and Arsenal is what I would recommend. I switch sides on me. Oh, and we send Sonic Boom. Buffed by 2, so this is still 5 if they don't break their dagger. Lessons, yes, I'd love to send lessons. Tutor card, I would like to get Kindle. Alright, they are sub 25. This is an okay hand. Oh, they got it again? That's annoying. We'll just say no blocks to it again. I'm thinking I would like to have Floodgate as the extender to potentially draw out more stuff. Brand, we'll say no blocks. And they have no Arcane Barrier, so we can just see how their turn goes. Flick Knives, their other dagger. That's fair. I would have waited to see if I was going to block or anything. There's no Arcane Barrier, so Wildfire is just going to hit. So we can see what the top card is real quick, whether or not we want to keep blocking. Okay, well, we don't have to worry about anything else now. So we will go Kindle. Kano. I should have put that on the blockchain, but doesn't really matter. Get the resource. So we can go like this. Kano. I have to get to 1 card. So let's check our ratios real quick. Spread a lessons line, combo lessons. We're going to deal 26. Cool. So we're just going for a lessons line here now. So we will activate boots. And so I'd rather have the overflow for top card to ensure that good, I did that for more resources versus Floodgate, because I can't guarantee that I will be able to pay for it. And we'll go staff. Hopefully we get a... Oh, we don't need a blue. Oh. It helps to have a blue. We go this. Oh, we're short resources. Fuck. I shouldn't have done staff. I needed staff because I had a card in hand. I sequenced this really weird. because I don't have enough for the Kano activation now on lessons 5. So this is 5, this is 7, and this is 8. I can't. I sequenced some things weird, and I drew bad. I drew red, and I had a blue. And when I don't know. Yeah, I did some stuff. I shouldn't die here. I'm at 17. Even if they get a 4 and a 4, that's only 8, 9, 30 flicked. Got 4, but they're dead because I have flare, which is 4 damage on their. Even if they buy back their spell void for a blue. Yeah, 4/4, and then dagger swing. So once I realized my ratios were off, trying to find the less blazing line, I should have just Metacarpus as well to get the extra on these 2 spells, and they would have died. It'd be +1 on each. But I didn't count my resources, but we got them here. Oh, I forgot it's not my turn. Lol. Let's see what the top card is with this, because we can amp if they even buy back the spell void. We have sufficient damage. I should just put a blue on top to guarantee. That's frustrating. If we get another potion off the top, I'm gonna fucking cry. You know, floodgates. Really, of all the things that we get floodgates. The 2 cost that deals exactly 2 damage. So we can that's so annoying. Buff. And so they can buy back their spell void and prevent the on-hit draw. And then they'd be out 3 resources. And they only hit us for 2, and I still have flare. Or I can risk it for the biscuit and Kano again. I'm not gonna risk it. I am just gonna do this. Try and hit them. I could hit myself and draw, but having them have to buy back their spell void dagger is big. And they have to pay out their whole hand just to live. And it's just gonna break again, and they can't activate it, so they'll have no daggers on the following turn. And they can't flick this one, so I can just take the 1 and pass, and they'll have no daggers. And we can have an arsenal and block out. Sounds good. Pass. We're at 4. This is an interesting one. I think there would have been better off with just the when their fealties die. Yeah, I should have just grabbed a blue with the lessons. For some reason I thought I'd be drawing up. Okay, got another potion out of the way. Again, we're gonna use the potion here because it can't block. Alright, another sacred game. We just have to deal 3, so they only have spell void 1. Yeah, alright, cool. That was a rough one, but miscounting my ratios. Should have got another blue so I could kill them on that other turn instead of grabbing flare. Don't know why I grabbed flare. Oh, Gravy's hard to play at the moment. The lists are evolving. I suck at playing it at the moment. Obviously, still new here. Thanks for everybody that stopped by.